welcome to the official beginning.
Hope you've had a spooky Halloween season thus far. We're 2 days off from the day, and I couldn't be more than excited to scare off the neighborhood kids with the Spirit Halloween animatronic.
I can't, dude, my favorite time of year is when I get to scare all the kids. I'll just go out in the middle of the neighborhood, get on my gear, which is usually like chains and like, you know, a blood splattered t-shirt. I like to just go out in the middle of the road with a meat cleaver and just stand there. It's one of my favorite holiday traditions. But my second favorite holiday tradition is Halloweek. If you are new here to the Beta 64 universe, I, Andrew, the Beta 64 man, during the week of Halloween, get a little spooky. Oh my god, when was there a spider web here? Oh, that's disgusting. Oh. I didn't do that. Anyway, but I did everything else. Look at that. It's got a little ghost there. It's got a little pumpkins there. And who's that?
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul. Seal your doom tonight.
Thank you, Bob, for the 50 bits. Thank you, Benny, for the 100 bits. Bro, clean your room. I would if I wanted to. The only thing that I want to do tonight is craft spooky, scary stories together. What do I mean? We have a little bit of a history with AI Dungeons. We've been doing AI Dungeon streams since 2019, I think. I think we're coming up to 5 years now. Something like that, on and off. And sometimes when we do these stories, things can get a little creepy, a little strange. No, Andrew, that was 1992. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, of course, 1992. Yes, of course. That's when we did that. Well, for the spirit of Halloweek, I thought it'd be fun to purposely make things a little scary. I did a little test with AI Dungeons earlier today to pick what AI generation bot they have that allows me to do the most strange things. So I did a test. I spawned me. I put me in a story with someone, and I waited until I figured out which chatbot would let me kill them. And I found the one. There was only one. There was only one chatbot that let me kill him. So that's the one we're going to be using tonight. All the other ones were like, oh, you go to stab him, and he moved out of the way just in time, and you apologize. No, I picked the one that said you stabbed it directly into his heart as blood splatters all over your face. That's the one I picked. Now, will we be getting spooky? Yes. Will we be getting horrifying? Maybe. But will we be getting horrid? 100% guaranteed. Welcome, ghosts, goblins, and ghouls, to horrid AI Dungeons. I didn't do any prompt requests for this one. I wanted us to be in the moment today. I wrote down some prompts that I thought of today, but I want to know that you will also be in control of the story tonight. I called dibs on the goblin. The ghosts, one goblin, of course, Bubes, our local goblin. I thought we could start out with something that might be, maybe it's a little real, but let's try it out. You are a fan of the YouTuber Andrew, who runs the channel Beta 64. Beta 64. That channel hasn't posted a video in years, but out of the blue, Andrew says there's going to be a relaunch of the channel. You are excited to see that Beta 64 has indeed posted a new video on Halloween night, but once you click on it and start watching, you notice something's not right. A chill fills the air as you continue to watch this video, which starts like this. Andrew is sitting in a chair in the basement, staring directly at the camera. He's writing a fanfic of himself. No, this is a creepypasta. That's not fanfic, it's a creepypasta. You lean closer to the screen, squinting as Andrew speaks in a monotone, eyes unblinking. Also, be sure to request spooky music subs. If you're a sub, you can request me. Spooky video game music, please, Oda Kudasai. Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Beta 64. A flicker of unease stirs you as he continues. I have something to show you. Something important. He pushes his chair back, wheels squeaking loudly, and stands up. How do I just I have to press space first. There we go. Continue. ASMR. Am I getting too close to the mic? Should I get a little bit closer? You hear your own breath catching as Andrew walks out of the frame, the camera panning with him. The basement is dark, the only light coming from a bare bulb hanging from the ceiling. Shelves filled with strange antique objects line the walls. You notice a glass jar filled with a cloudy liquid and floating bits of something. Andrew stops in front of a large old wooden door with a padlock hanging from it. Dear viewers, I have in here the beta of Luigi's Mansion. The real disc that Miyamoto was holding at E3 2008. Come on, Chad, help me out with it. 2001. 2001. I know I should be the one to know this, but please help me. 2001. It's not 2005. I want to lick it. Oh, well, you know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna lick it. Hold it at E3 2001. That is kind of creepy. It's Cryptid Castle. What are you gonna do? Andrew says. He then opens the door. You and your licking addiction. I don't have a licking addiction. I have a smelling addiction. Thank you. As the creaking door swings open, a gust of cold air hits you in the face. No, you're not here. You're not here. You're not here. You're not in my house. Get out of my house. You grip the edge of your seat, eyes widening as Andrew opens the door, revealing a dimly lit room within. The air grows colder, and you feel a prickle at the back of your neck. Andrew reaches in, his hand emerging with a small square object. He places it on a nearby table under the harsh glare of the light. It's a disc, but not one you recognize. Of course, it's a square disc. As you all remember, the E3 2001 disc was a square disc. Andrew takes the disc and licks it for 5 minutes straight. You watch the video of it happening in horror. 5 minutes straight. You gasp, hands flying to cover your mouth. Your heart pounds in your chest as Andrew proceeds to insert... Oh, it's just going to ignore that. It's just going to completely ignore that at all. He inserts the disc into an old dusty console sitting on the table. He connects a few wires and then presses a button. The screen flickers to life, displaying a static-filled image of a mansion. The camera zooms in, showing Andrew's face, now eerily calm. Watch closely. What does it show? What does it show? Also, I'm gonna write in my story card, likes licking things. We're gonna just add that to the character information. Zombie Ouija shows up. Zombie Ouija appears on the TV. I wasn't watching. I thought you said inserts disc into mouth. Zombie Ouija appears on the TV. You feel your stomach twist as Zombie Ouija, the infamous glitch character from Luigi's Mansion. Hey, not wrong. Remember the glitch where Luigi hangs himself? That's not wrong. Materializes on screen. Its pixelated form limbers across the mansion's foyer, a chilling parody of the original game's Ghost. Andrew's voice now tinged with an unsettling enthusiasm. Isn't it amazing? The beta disc has unexpected effects. Andrew licks the TV. We're going to start with that. We're going to see it. I just want this story to acknowledge that I licked something. You recoil in disgust, your eyes watering. You're crying? You're absolutely in tears, crying, as you watch Andrew lean in and press his lips against the television screen. He leaves a trail of saliva on the glass. The screen flickers again, and suddenly Zombie Ouija's pixelated form begins to distort, Glitches multiplying, spreading like a virus. I'm gonna turn off the video if that's okay. If that's okay. A glistening trail. It's glisten. It almost looks pretty. It almost looks pretty. Your hands tremble as you move the mouse cursor to the close button, clicking it with a sense of urgency. The video disappears, leaving a blank, stark screen. You sit back, exhaling a shaky breath, trying to process what you've witnessed. Your eyes dart to the notification bar, where a message from Andrew's channel is already waiting. Like and subscribe for more. Do we subscribe? Chat, do we subscribe? Do we subscribe? Would you subscribe after that? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. One, God, no. But I'm gonna go for subscribe. We're just gonna hit. Oh, should we hit the bell though? That's different though. Hitting the bell is different. You click the subscribe button. Your finger hovers over the keyboard, unsure of what to type in the comment section. You decide to keep it simple, leaving comments saying what just happened. That sounds real. You hit enter and lean back in your chair, rubbing your hands together to warm them up. You glance at the clock and screen, notice that it's already past midnight. Suddenly, you see a commenter replied to you. Their username is hard to make out. I don't know, you have a low res on your 480p display. But eventually, you squint and can make out what it says. You need your glasses on. Yeah, I should have worn my glasses that day, but what is it gonna do? The username is GlitchyGhost64. Their comment reads, "You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you see what he does with the N64 expansion pack." A shiver runs down your spine. You glance back at the subscribe button, feeling a pang of unease. The room seems quieter and the silence is only broken by the hum of your computer. You decide to turn off your monitor and call it a night. If you don't mind, you can veto this. Okay, I'll let you veto this. You hop into bed when your monitor turns back on. It's auto playing another Beta 64 video where Andrew licks an N64 expansion pack. You can veto that if you want to. You can veto that if you want to. You're never gonna guess what he does with that expansion pack. That's the whole channel now. That's the whole channel now. I dare you to do it. Okay, go. I'm going for it. You blink, startled by the sudden noise and light in the room. You sit up, heart pounding as the video plays on. Andrew's distorted face filling the screen. He's licking the N64 expansion pack, his tongue moving over the plastic in a sickening rhythmic motion. You reach for the keyboard, but your fingers fumble and you hit the full screen button. Your dad walks into the room with brownies. Yes. Wait. Fresh baked brownies. Fresh baked brownies. He pauses out the doorway, his brow furrowing as he takes in the scene. What on earth are you watching, kid? He asks, concern etched on his face. You quickly key the escape key, the video minimizing to a small thumbnail. It's just a weird YouTube video, Dad. You stammer, turning to face him. He raises an eyebrow, holding out the plate of brownies. I think it's time for a break from the screens, don't you? I think it's time for a break from the screens now, don't you? He says, sitting the plate on your bedside table. You nod, taking a brownie and nibbling the edge. Your dad watches you for a moment, then sighs. You know, I used to have an old N64 down in the basement. You should check it out sometime if you're interested in old games. He leaves the room, and you get into bed. An hour passes by with a sense of unease that just won't go away. You startle awake when you realize that the basement Andrew is in his video looks a lot like yours. You throw off your blanket, your heart racing as you recall the eerie similarities between Andrew's basement and your own. You decide to investigate, pushing open your bedroom door and tipping down the creaky stairs. Your dad's snoring fills the silent house, the sound stark contrast with the unease swirling within you. The basement door is slightly ajar, a sliver of light casting an eerie glow on the worn-out carpet. Slowly and quietly walk downstairs. The dad snoring. You reach the bottom of the stairs, the wooden floorboards creaking softly beneath your feet. You pause, listening to the rhythm of your dad's snores echoing from above. The basement is dark, save for the faint light sweeping through the doorway, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. You cautiously step forward, your breath visible in the chill air. You can almost hear whispering, but you're not sure if that's just the wind. You take a deep breath, your fingers brushing against the cold, damp wall. Oh, you gotta get that looked at. Oh, wait. Damp wall. As you move further into the basement, the whispering grows louder, and you realize it's not the wind, but the hum of an old television set. You round the corner, your eyes adjusting to the dim light. There in the middle of the room is your dad's old N64 on a small table. You hear licking. You freeze, your heart pounding in your ears. The licking sound is unmistakable, wet, rhythmic smack that echoes throughout the basement. You squint, trying to make out the source in the dim light. Your dad's old N64 console sits on the table, the expansion pack slot gaping open. You see a figure hunched over the console, a figure all too familiar. Andrew. You walk up slowly. Andrew? You stammer. What turns around is so horrifying. I'm trying to get it to describe it. It's so horrifying that it can only be summed up in one horrible word. Zombie. Nah, I don't like zombie. I don't like zombie. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too Halloween. It's zombie. Try one more time. Don't say zombie. Zombie Ouija. I don't want zombies. I want glitchy. No. I've got a better idea. Summed up in one horrible word. I can't even think of a word. Now that I think, I actually can't think of any word. I can't think of a word.
Story idea. Andrew from Beta 64, Clampus Bluster, and Uncle Al get trapped in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and have to find a way out.
I was gonna say D's nuts for some reason, but I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that. Cringe. Cringe. Yes. Cringe. In one word. Cringe. Yes. That's so good. Cringe. Andrew turns around, his face distorted, his eyes wild. He grins at you, licking his lips, leaving a trail of saliva that drips down his chin. "You're here," he says, voice of a guttural growl. He takes a step towards you, his hands reaching out, fingers twitching. I have been waiting for you. Your walls. Can I eat them? He says. You take a stuttering step back. Your breath catches you in your throat. What? No, of course not. You manage to say, your voice barely above a whisper. You glance around the room, your eyes darting to the exit, calculating your distance. Andrew takes another step forward, his grin widening, but they look so delicious. Licking his lips again. And I'm gonna do something. Andrew, eating walls. Let's just see that. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know what to do after this point, so I'm just gonna say, Andrew, this isn't right. You, of all people, should know that eating other people's walls just isn't right. You of all people. Andrew pauses, tilting his head to side as if considering a word. You're right, he says, his voice suddenly calm and collected. I do know that, but you see, this beta disc, it changes things. It changes you. He gestures to himself, his eyes gleaming with an unsettling intensity. I can't help it. The disc made me this way. What is this song? What in the... Break the disc. Don't eat walls that have asbestos? Are you sure about that? Your hand shoots out, the smash of breaking glass echoing through the basement. Andrew's eyes widen, a guttural sound escapes his lips as he watches the disc shatter into 1,000 pieces. He stumbles back, his hands clawing at his face, leaving trails of saliva in their wake. You stand there breathing heavily as shards of disc crunch underneath your feet. Feeling better, champ? Andrew's face contorts into a mask of pain and rage. No, he screams, his voice echoing in confined space. He lunges out here. His fingers transform into elongated, grotesque tendrils. You dodge, but you're not fast enough. The tendrils graze your arm, leaving a cold, numbing sensation. He turns into a jellyfish? What? His hands grow into tentacles, and when they touch you, it becomes numbing. In disbelief, momentarily freezing, Andrew's form warps and changes, his body elongating, morphing into a monstrous jellyfish-like creature. Its translucent bell pulses with a sticky... I'm gonna go insane if I keep listening to this music. I swear I'm gonna go insane. I can't listen to that music anymore. Holy crap. Its translucent bell pulses with a sickling green light, the tendrils lashing out, seeking to ensnare you. You recoil, your heart pounding as you back away. Your dad walks into the room, into the basement. What in the... Again? Your dad's voice cuts through the tension like a knife, the sudden noise causing the jellyfish like Andrew to pause, its tendrils flickering. What's going on down here? His voice demands, laced with concern and a hint of anger. You turn to face him, your arm throbbing with a cold, numbing pain. Dad, it's Andrew from Beta 64. He's changed. Eat the jellyfish? Your dad's eyes widen as he takes in the sight of the monstrous jellyfish-like creature that was once Andrew. He swears under breath. A low son of a... The jellyfish-like Andrew hisses, its tendrils twitching, ready to strike again. Your dad quickly steps in front of you, a protective shield. Get back, kid! I know! Our family... Hold on. Let's get a little lore in here. Our family has been keeping this jellyfish down here for centuries. If it gets out, it will consume the entire world. It feeds by dissolving. See, I'm getting all the lore dump here. By dissolving buildings and plastics. Says your dad. Pull out a gun and shoot him. I'm gonna let. Do we have time for a poll? What do you want to do with Jellyfish Andrew? Eat him, shoot him, lock him up, or just ignore him and be friends? This is an episode of regular show. It is pretty normal, yeah. You watch in horror as your dad transforms, his body contorting and growing. He stands taller than the ceiling. His eyes burn with fiery intensity as he towers over the jellyfish-like creature. His voice booming like thunder. You shall not pass. The jellyfish Andrew recoils, tendrils flicking as if the sight of the transformation is causing pain. You should have never found that beta disc. He says. People are saying shoot him and be friends. Monster Dad tackles. I don't even know how to spell tackles. I don't even know how to spell tackles. Monster Dad attacks Jelly Andrew. It's Tackles. Your dad, now a towering, muscular figure, lunges at the jellyfish Andrew, his fists crushing like meteors. The creature flinches with each impact, tendrils recoiling as if burned. The monstrous form attempts to dodge, but your dad's attacks are relentless, each blow sending shockwaves through the basement. I'm just gonna find a gun. Ooh. Grab the NES light gun from the corner of the basement. Light gun. That's how you get the jellyfish, guys. That's how you do it. You lunge for a nearby table, your hand closing around the cool plastic grip of the NES light gun. You turn back to the battle, the creature's body writhing as your dad continues relentless assault. You take aim, the gun sight trained on the pulsating, sickly green light of jelly. Just the words Jellyfish Andrew Bell. The Jellyfish Andrew Bell. You pull the trigger, the gun's mock gunshot echoing through the basement. Jelly Andrew falls. The creature's form shudders, tendrils convulsing as the light from the NES gun strikes it. The light of its bell flickers, growing dimmer with each shot. Your dad's attacks seem to gain strength, and he blows more powerful as the creature weakens. You don't stop for days. You and your dad fight the jellyfish for what feels like eternity. You don't stop, not even when the gun runs out of bullets or when your arms grow tired. You swap with your dad, taking turns to rest, your eyes locked on the monstrous creature that was once your favorite YouTuber. I got. The video stops. This was all Andrew's new Halloween Beta 64 episode entitled Jelly Andrew and the Monster Dad Part 1. Part 1. Wait, no. Part 1. Man, what a fun video. I'm going to subscribe and hit that bell now. Thanks for watching. Here are the top comments on the video. Glitchy Ghost 64, an epic battle, but you should have used a zapper. It's more powerful. Cool emoji. Pixelated Piranha, your dad's transformation was the highlight. Can't wait for part 2. Retro Raven, that NES light gun was a nice touch. You click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. A sense of excitement mixed with relief washing over you. The battle may have been exhausting, but the thrill of victory and sheer absurdity of the situation makes it feel like it's something that came out of a movie. You lean back in your chair, your body aching from the mock fight, and scroll the top comments, a small smile playing on your lips. So, be on the lookout for Jelly Andrew and the Monster Dad Part 1 coming at you Halloween Day on the official Beta 64 channel.
What's poppin'?
Comic Sans, thank you for the 8-month resub. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. That's a real video coming out soon. I got my real dad, and I turned into like a jellyfish creature. It's awesome. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. So get excited for that. That's the big relaunch I've been talking about. Please be real, Andrew. I'm being honest with you. Would you unsubscribe if I posted the video Jelly Andrew and Monster Dad Part 1? Would you unsubscribe? Ooh, I saw a yes as the first one. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. No, I wouldn't. Of course not. I would just be concerned. just a little concern. Okay, I've got some more stories for you, but I want to give you all an opportunity to come up with your own. Give me like a 5 to 10 word prompt idea, just for like just a brainstorm thing, and we'll do a poll to see what the next one's gonna be. And I'm gonna put one in myself. I'm gonna put one of my own. Oh, it has to be like very short. Pikmin Take Revenge. Pikmin Take Revenge. Miku Concert of Horror. Uncle Al's Wienermobile. Okay. That's could be called Uncle Al's Haunted Ride. That could work too. And then Luigi versus Freddy. Freddy Fazbear, of course. Make your vote count, folks. My story idea: Holly Mistletoe spooky scary story. I couldn't fit the whole thing in, but I have a little prompt I wrote out called Holly Mistletoe meets Horrid Halloween. No. Horrid Harold the Halloween Man. But I do like Uncle. Why did I write it Uncle Wienermobile? That's what I called the poll. If someone walked into the stream and was like, "Oh, there's a poll going on," and they looked at this like list of what to vote on, they would be absolutely confused to no end. It's like, okay, we got Pikmin Revenge, Miku Concert of Horror, Uncle Wienermobile, and Luigi versus Freddy. But I'm gonna let you all decide because I am a man of the people. It's who I am. Your uncle is the car. That's a good idea. No, ooh, how about a story where Uncle Al finds the Wienermobile, but slowly transforms into the Wienermobile, and then he becomes a Wienermobile. That doesn't make any sense. Why? I don't want to do more transformation stories. I'm done with the train. I already did Andrew transforms into a jellyfish that licks everything. I don't want to do any more. I don't want to do any more of the transformation stories. I think I'm done with that one. It looks like Pikmin Takes Revenge might be the winner, but Uncle Wienermobile is really close. Uncle Wienermobile. What a wonderful thing. I'm gonna add in. It looks like Pikmin's gonna win. But it's close. Yep, Pikmin's the one. So I am going to do things like story cards, which will help keep the story nice and on track. So are Pikmin going to be attacking me in my house, or am I going to like go find them? Come in various colors, each with these abilities. They're known for cooperative nature, symbiotic relationship with Captain Almar. Yeah, that looks good. So that's Pikmin. Then we have That's about all you need to know, really. That's really all you need to know. I don't know what Uncle Wienermobile was. That is exactly what I said was going to happen. Someone was going to come in, see the words Uncle Wienermobile, and no idea what was going to go on. Pikmin Bloom story where you go on a walk. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Pikmin Bloom. We gotta make sure it knows that Pikmin Bloom's an app. It better know what that is. No, that's not right. Pikmin Bloom is an app that lets you walk with Pikmin virtually. There we go. Okay. So Pikmin come back to bite me, or fight me, or maybe bite me. You're Andrew. You are doing a late night walk to get 10K steps in the app Pikmin Bloom. You love Pikmin. Even if you did slaughter a few thousand of them in the Pikmin 4 video game. But on this cold, foggy night, what was once thought virtual may soon come to reality in the most horrifying ways. Boom. Andrew's personal Silent Hill. As you round the corner, the fog swirls, and you notice a faint glow emanating from an old park bench. A strange sight indeed, as the park's lamps are long broken. You squint, trying to discern the source. As you approach, the glow intensifies, and you realize it's not just any light, but a bioluminescent one, pulsating like the Pikmin you've grown to love. ... and red. Aw, looky! It's a glow Pikmin! Sorry, I didn't need to do it like that. I didn't need to say it like that, but that's okay. You bend down to inspect the particular creature. It suddenly shoots up. Why does it keep picking tendril? I didn't even know that was a word until today, and this is the second story with the word. It's up a tendril of light latching on to your hand. You yelp in surprise, trying to shake it off, but the tendril only tightens its grip. All right, buddy. Let's not make this complicated, you say, attempting to reason with the glowing Pikmin. It's not really holding you back at all. It's small, after all. So you just continue the walk. Everything has I'm gonna Google tendrils. I don't know if I know what a tendril is. I'm not entirely sure I know what a tendril is. Tendril. A tendril is a slender thread-like appendage. Okay, I don't want to look at that no more. I don't like tendrils. I don't like. Hey, it's Halloweek. Maybe I gotta look at a few tendrils. You continue your walk. The tendril firmly attached to your hand, pulsating with each step. You try to act casual, as if walking with a glowing alien creature is an everyday occurrence. You glance at the Pikmin. So, you're not from the game, huh? What's your deal, little guy? It doesn't respond, just continues to glow steadily. Ooh, 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 ooh. Keep walking. I got an idea. You keep walking. You've made it to the park's central fountain, now dry and silent except for the crunch of leaves underfoot. The tendril on your hand pulsating brighter, matching the rhythm of your heartbeat. You notice a figure huddled near the fountain's edge, a woman wrapped in a tattered coat, her face obscured by a worn hood. She looks up as it approaches you, your eyes wide. Is that a Pikmin? She whispers, her voice barely audible over the rustling leaves. She pushes her hood back, revealing a face etched with worry. I've seen them too, she says, her eyes never leaving the growing creature on your hand. They've been appearing all over the city tonight, but they're not like in the game, are they? Her gaze shifts to you, searching for an answer. Suddenly, she stops moving. She looks down to see thousands upon thousands of Pikmin ready to attack. I thought it was Nooks. Oh yeah, just Nooks hanging out in the middle of a fountain in the middle of a park. No problem whatsoever. Hey, look out, you warn. Yeah, that's a great warning, Andrew. Hey, look out. You warn, but she's already frozen in terror. The ground begins to tremble as the... Got a question for you. Would you consider the leaves on top of the Pikmin's head tendrils? Because it keeps saying they're bioluminescent tendrils lashing out like whips. They are not cute, docile creatures from the game. These are wild, feral, and they're hungry. We need to move, you shout, tugging on the woman's arm. A woman being attacked by several thousand Pikmin. That could be weird. Let me just hold on. Yeah, I don't like that one bit. What in the world is that? That is disgusting looking. It's like... What? It's not... Okay, I'm just going to show you. This one's weird, folks. This one you're not going to like. You're not going to like this. But it's Halloweek, so what am I supposed to do? I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. And now that is on my screen. I don't see a Pikmin. They look like Oddish. It's misty. It's got that Banjo-Kazooie fit. Okay. It's too late for the woman. It's too late. She screams as the first tendril snakes around her ankle, yanking her off balance. You reach out, grabbing her coat, but the Pikmin are too strong. She's pulled into the seething mass, her screams quickly muffled. You stagger back, heart pounding, as the Pikmin turn their attention to you. You can't outrun them, but maybe you can outsmart them. Hey, Pikmin! How can you outsmart them? What's 2 + 2? How do I outsmart them? Chat, help me. How do I outsmart them? How can I outsmart them? You say several thousand Pikmin, but real ones know that only 100 Pikmin can be in the field at once. Ooh. Check this out. Hey, Pikmin, check this out. You scream as you throw nectar into the crowd, or several feet away. They love that stuff. You gotta find the water wraith. I can become the guys. I can transform into a jellyfish and become the water wraith. It makes sense, dude. It all makes sense. You fumble with your pocket, fishing out the last few pieces of nectar you left from an earlier walk. Of course, we all have nectar in our pockets. The Pikmin, distracted by the sudden appearance of their favorite food, pause for a moment. Seizing the opportunity, you turn and sprint away from the fountain towards the park's exit. You dash through the darkness, the bioluminescent tendrils. God, it loves the word tendrils. Lashing out behind you, barely missing your heels. The Pikmin are relentless, their hunger overriding their initial distraction. You zigzag through the park, trying to lose them, but they adapt swiftly, mirroring your movements. You glance back to see their glow painted the night in a morbid dance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They start singing a song. You know, like Pikmin do. Like Pikmin do. Is there a way that I can quickly, like... Ooh, dude, because it's the melody of the Pikmin's marching song from the game, but it's distorted and eerie. They're chanting in a language you do not understand. You realize it's a hunting call, the coordinated effort to trap their prey. You remember the game's strategy and idea sparks. You quickly gather leaves and twigs, stuff them into your pocket. I want to figure out, is there a way to make a YouTube video play backwards? Is there a way to do that? Pikmin marching song. Because this is the song. That's not the song. That's not the song. That's not the song I was thinking of. That's a really good song, though. Let's see what that sounds like backward. YouTube video backwards. That was not the song. Here you go. Choose a video. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. That's the swarm sound. It's called the marching sound. But I think I'm looking for Pinkman, Jesse Pinkman singing. That's what I'm looking for. Pikmin singing the Water Wraith chasing theme? Now I'm just, hold on. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds perfect. Now imagine hearing that running away in the dead of night. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. They start gaining on you. Pikmin are so cute. You sprint towards a large, ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching out like protective arms. You quickly toss a handful of leaves into Pikmin's path, creating a makeshift decoy. The creatures, driven by primal instincts, latch onto debris, the tendrils wrapping around the scattered foliage. Okay. I have a poll. What should I do? Tell me what you would like to see me do. One of them is going to be turn into a jellyfish. That's going to be one of the options, like the Water Wraith. Second option we have, call Markiplier for help. Also, how long can I play this this 13-second video in a loop before it starts getting old? You found the formidable oak from Pikmin 3. Burn the Pikmin alive. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay. That's kind of good. Call Uncle Al. I'll give 4 options. Make your voice heard. I personally like the one where I turn into a jellyfish. God, I love it when I turn into a jellyfish in stories. It just makes me feel so like I'm doing something right. Just makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Why would you call Uncle Al more than you would call Markiplier? That's just crazy. Markiplier could clearly get me out of this situation, folks. Do you not understand? You don't understand. Markiplier could take his big, beefy arms and just punch all the Pikmin into goo, and I'd be saved. Uncle Al is gonna just walk over here and be like, "Hey, what's going on with Pikmin?" And then he'll die. That's it. You want to send Uncle Al to his death? Is that what you want? Please don't burn the Pikmin alive. Well, it's clearly calling Uncle Al. But does Markiplier own a Wienermobile? All right, sure. You hear a roar in the distance. And out of nowhere, an incredibly old and rusty Wienermobile drives up, running over all the Pikmin. You freeze mid-stride, eyes widening, as the unexpected vehicle barrels towards the Pikmin. Woo!
Hot dog.
The Wienermobile, a relic from a bygone era, plows through the glowing creatures, their tendrils snapping like twigs under the weight. The driver, a grizzled old man with a bushy beard, leans out the window, cackling wildly. Need a ride, kid? Wait, what was the voice changer set to? What was it changed? What was it set to? Oh, crap. What was it set to? It was supposed to be Uncle Al. Hold on. It was set to Yowen? I don't know who that is. Hold on. I'm going to set it to Uncle Al real quick. Uncle Al is a real person, by the way, just letting you know. Just want to make sure you are well aware that Uncle Al is a real person. I've never said he's not. Where the crap is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's got a big Uncle Al hat next to it. Ahem. Need a ride, kid? Oh, God. Is that you, Uncle Al? You recognize the voice, the wild laughter, and the antique video. Uncle Al, you confirm, disbelief echoing your voice. The Wienermobile screeched to a halt beside you. The old man, he's an old man, I guess, grinning through the open window. Hop in, kid! He insists, gesturing to the passenger seat. You hesitate, eyes darting between the Pikmin and the rusty vehicle. Get in. Uncle Al revs the engine, the Wienermobile's rusty chassis groaning in protest. Hold on tight, kid, he shouts, slamming the gear shift into drive. The vehicle lurches forward, its tires spinning in the mud as it accelerates. You grip the door handle, your knuckles white, as you're thrown back against the seat. The Pikmin are not easily defeated. They start to climb onto each other to form a big Pikmin.
Like, this is, what are we talking about? We're talking about, like, boolicious rules. We're talking about boolicious rules.
As the Wienermobile tears through the park, the Pikmin, undeterred, begin to amalgamate. Their tendrils, God, those tendrils really keep entwining. Their bodies melding to form a monstrous, pulsating mass. The creature towers above the trees, its bioluminescent glow casting eerie shadows on the ground. It lets out a deafening roar, a chorus of 1,000 Pikmin voices echoing in unison. The Wienermobile still works because it steals the driver's life force. It steals the driver's life force. That's so funny. It's going in the story. So, what happened to you? You ask. Well, you see, my life force is drained every time I press the gas pedal, says Uncle Al. It's the Glow Mob. Oh, all the Glow Pikmin coming together. That's the Glow Mob from Pikmin 4. You wince as Uncle Al shifts gears, the Wienermobile's transmission grinding loudly. You're kidding, right? You say incredulously, coloring your words. Uncle Al chuckles, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Why'd I joke about something like that?
kid.
He replies, his gaze fixed on the monstrous Pikmin creature looming ahead. You watch in horror as the giant Pikmin creature blocks the path, its tendrils writhing menacingly. Uncle Al? Oh, we might have a problem. Uncle Al grins, a wide gleam in his eyes.
Don't worry, kid. I got an idea. Hey, big guy!
He pulls out a rocket launcher. Yeah, Uncle Al, yeah! You're not serious, you say? Eyes widening as Uncle Al aims the rocket launcher at the giant Pikmin.
As a heart attack, kid?
I don't even know what that means. He pulls the trigger. A rocket soars through the air, arcing towards the creature. It slams into the central mass, a bright explosion of light and sound. Hey, don't tell the FBI. This is the big one, says Uncle Al as he flips a switch on the futuristic rocket launcher. Heart attacks are serious, so that means he is serious. I get it now. The rocket's impact sends shockwaves ripping through the ground. The blast throwing the Pikmin creature off balance. Its bioluminescent tendrils thrash wildly, attempting to regain stability.
Not bad, huh, kid?
He reaches into the backseat, pulling out a deflated hot air balloon. What the heck is that for, you ask, confusion furrowing your brow?
Just a little something I like to call the Pikmin picnic.
He says, his grin widening. He starts to inflate the balloon with a small pump. The fabric billowing around him, the giant Pikmin creature regains his balance, its tendrils lashing towards the Wienermobile. Uncle Al finishes inflating the balloon and tosses it out the window. I didn't mean to do that.
Catch!
He shouts as the balloon floats towards the Pikmin. The creature, confused by the sudden appearance of the colorful object, pauses. Its tendrils stretch out, tentatively grasping the balloon. The balloon pops, releasing a cloud of glittering confetti that explodes into the air. The confetti showers down, blinding the Pikmin momentarily. They get angrier. The creature roars again, its tendrils thrashing violently. Now agitated by the sudden burst of light, it lunges towards the Wienermobile, the ground trembling with each step. Uncle Al floors the accelerator, the engine roaring as the vehicle lurches forward, but the creature is too quick. Are you stupid? You made it angry! What even is a Pikmin picnic?
Just a little diversion, kid.
His eyes twinkling with a mad gleam, he swerves the Wienermobile sharply, narrowly avoiding a tendril that snakes across the path. The giant Pikmin creature, now enraged, stomps after them, its roars echoing through the park like thunder. We need to get out of here.
I'm working on it, kid.
His voice strained as he struggles to maintain control of the Wienermobile. The vehicle's tires squeal in protest as he takes a sharp turn, the rusty frame groaning under the strain. You grip the door handle tighter, your knuckles white as the Wienermobile rumbles over the uneven ground. I'm going to notice that Uncle Al is getting much older. Remember, he ages as he pushes down the gas pedal. Andrew, I made an apple pie. Can the pie be part of the story? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I can do that. No problem. That's no problem at all. The Wienermobile's engine growls, straining under the heavy load of the invasion. Uncle Al's hands, once steady and sure, now tremble on the wheel. His beard, once thick and black, now streaked with silver. The lines in his face seem deeper. Poop gives 5 subs to 5 people. Woo! Thank you, Poopy. Listen. You just paid for tonight's AI dungeon. Thank you so much, Poop. Thank you so much. Your subs went to this story. You know what? Just for you. The lines on the face seem deeper. Laugh lines more pronounced. Uncle Al, you don't look so good. Don't worry. I got myself... no, don't say that, Andrew. No, don't say that. Don't say that. You can stop. You don't have to put that. You don't have to put that in. You don't. Okay, good. I stopped myself. I got myself an apple pie. Laughs Uncle Al. I was gonna say that I was gonna call it. I was gonna be like, oh, Poop gifted 5 gifted subs. I'm gonna make it a poop pie. Did not go that direction with the story. You can thank me later.
Don't worry, I got myself apple pie.
That's not what I meant. Your brow furrowing as you notice the sudden change in demeanor. Uncle Al's laughter echoes through the vehicle, but it's laced with a hint of desperation. Apple pie? Really? That's your go-to? You shake your head, disbelief. Uncle Al, you're not well. You need to find help. I gotta save you though. How else am I going to make Poop's 5 gifted subs worthwhile? If you die here, there are no more streams. Then what was the point of the subs? Screams Uncle Al. Ain't that so true, though? Ain't that so true? Uncle Al, we're not gonna die. You reassure me, your voice firm, despite the chaos surrounding you. But we need you to get to the hospital now. The Wienermobile's engine whines as Uncle Al takes another sharp turn, the tires skidding on the muddy ground.
No hospital, kid. We need to lose this thing first.
All right. The Pikmin grab the mobile. Oops. Says Uncle Al. They got us. Uncle Al is going to sacrifice himself for you. He's selfless. And he's selfless for you too, chat. He's going to make sure those subs are worth it. The Wienermobile suddenly lurches to a halt, the engine sputtering and dying as the giant Pikmin creature tendrils wrap around the vehicle like a monstrous bioluminescent cage. The creatures roar victoriously, its many voices echoing through the park. You and Uncle Al are trapped, the car surrounded with writhing tendrils. Uncle Al, maybe we should have thought of this through before pissing off a giant carnivorous Pikmin. Uncle Al chuckles.
Always the voice of reason, kid. But don't worry, I got one more trick up my sleeve.
He reaches into the glove compartment, pulling out a small metallic device. You watch Uncle Al switch a flip on the device and a faint hum fills the air. What's that? You ask.
A little something I like to call the Pikmin repellent.
He grins, his eyes sparkling with a mix of mischief and desperation. He pushes the button, and the device emits a high-pitched frequency, sound waves pulsing through the air. See, kid, this mobile is a bomb. It's gonna explode now, he says with a smile. The Pikmin recoils at the sound, its tendrils releasing the mobile, allowing it to roll back slightly.
Now, kid, when I say run as fast as you can, I mean run as fast as you can.
The hum intensifies, the frequency increasing, causing the creature to thrash in agony. You nod your head, pounding your chest. Uncle Al, why didn't you use the repellent earlier instead of angering it? I don't know how to spell angering. There we go. You don't get the chance to finish your question. Uncle Al looks at you, his eyes fill with sudden urgency.
Now, kid!
He pushes you out of the... No! He pushes you out of the Wienermobile. You tumble, hitting the ground. You scramble to your feet, looking back as Uncle Al pulls the pin on a grenade. Run, kid. Run. No! But what about you? You scream with tears running down your face. It's okay, kid. It's okay. He says with a grin. A grin that knows it must happen. The Wienermobile explodes in a thunderous roar. The shockwave throwing you to the ground. You shield your face with your arms, the heat of the blast searing your skin. When you look up, the giant pigman creature is no longer there. Its tendrils reduced to smoldering embers. The once lively park is now a graveyard of silence. The only sound, the distant wails of sirens. Uncle Al! You stumble to your feet, your heart heavy with grief and disbelief. Uncle Al! Tears stream down your face as you look at the smoldering remains of the Wienermobile. Vehicle that once carried you both to safety, now a charred husk. The acrid smell of smoke fills your nostril, the taste of ash coating your tongue. Burning Wienermobile in a dark park as a person sits and watches. That just looks pleasant. This just absolutely looks pleasant and wonderful. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And the moral of the story is that's a Ford Explorer. It's not always wise to underestimate the power and unpredictability of the world around us, even when we believe we have control. Did you guys also get that from the story too? I was just thinking, as I was thinking about Uncle Al selflessly exploding the Wienermobile to destroy the amalgamation of Pikmin, the first thing that came to my mind was that it's wise to not underestimate the power and unpredictability of the world around us, even when we believe we have control. That's exactly the thought I had in my mind too. I was thinking the exact same things. Did Uncle Al actually die, or will he come back another day? That's the question we'll have together for the rest of our lives, really. At least until I see him again. I haven't actually heard from him in a while, so I don't know if that means anything. I'm sobbing for real right now. That was supposed to be scary, and it ended up making me sad. I made it okay. We need a new story. I want something really scary, chat. Get your brain tendrils. Get those tendrils in your brain fired up. I want something really, really scary. Ooh, Comic Sans, thank you for the 200 bits.
Uncle Al spends 5 nights at Freddy's 2. Scary.
Uncle Al at FNAF. Markiplier. Bubsy analog horror. That is pretty scary. Bajorno gets lost at Walmart. You know, I've never done a Bajorno story, so Bajorno lost at Walmart. Miku breaks up with you. Bro, these are... Now hold on a second. What about... Okay, you know what? I'm going to throw my own. In the thing. I'll put Miku breaks up with Andrew.
Shadow the Hedgehog goes to Luigi's mansion and meets Freddy Fazbear.
Thank you for the bits, Ba. I don't know where Shadow the Hedgehog goes to Luigi's mansion to meet Freddy Fazbear. That's just, I feel like if I did that story, I would be so scared I'd cry and pee my pants, so I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to add my own in here. Alarmo horror story. That's what I've got. Make your vote count. And thank you all so much for the bits today. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. And then they kiss. Shadow the Hedgehog kisses Freddy Fazbear. What? Andrew breaks up with his... What? Hold on. Andrew... Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I can't read this. It says Andrew breaks up with his ex-girlfriend, which sends him on a haunted copy of Bubsy. Not gonna lie, I think I could make it work. I think I can make all these stories in one story, to be honest, if I really wanted to. What if Uncle Al makes out with Freddy Fazbear? If you pick that story, I will make sure that happens. I don't know if that's supposed to like make you want to pick Uncle Al at FNAF, or makes you like desperately not want to pick Uncle Al at FNAF. I'm gonna leave that up to you, whether that's like something you really want or something you would absolutely hate. And while we have this time together, you know, waiting for the poll to finish, I want to remind everyone that this isn't just one stream of Spooky. This is a multi-stream Halloweek. Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, we are doing Halloween Wear, which is the scariest, spookiest, horrifying WiiWare games that I've been able to find. I found 12 of them, and they are going to fill your body with fear. These are real WiiWare games that are real scary, and you've never seen any of them before. I guarantee you haven't seen anywhere. You haven't seen them. You haven't seen Newton versus the Horde. There ain't no way you've seen Newton versus the Horde. You picked Uncle at FNAF. Uncle at FNAF. And creepypastas are on Thursday. So, get excited. Get excited. Yeah, I'm talking Isaac Newton versus the Horde. That's exactly right. Okay. Okay. You are working with a guy named Uncle Al. You know, I'll do a little story card here. Character Uncle Al, a scary man, because he just doesn't like really get what's going on, and just kind of just does things, you know? I don't know how do you describe Uncle Al? He's a trucker and also works at Freddy Fazbear's. You need to explain that it's an... I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it other than that. He likes smoking milk. Anything else? Anything else? And is super quirky. He talks in all caps. Oh, he likes hot dogs. And screams a lot when he's happy. He doesn't get scared either. He doesn't get scared. He can't drive either. He can't drive. He can't really do about anything, really. And then I'm pretty sure it can know who Freddy Fazbear is, right? Let's see if it can figure it out. Let's see if it can figure out who Freddy Fazbear is. Something went wrong learning who Freddy Fazbear is. What do you mean something went wrong? You can't figure out who... Oh, there we go. A shadow hunter in the land of Eclipsia? No. Oh, I did it wrong. It's Freddy Fazbear, and then I'm supposed to click this button. That's what I'm supposed to do. He's good at vehicular manslaughter as well. Okay, well, Freddy Fazbear, an animatronic bear that kills. That could work. It'll figure it out from there. All right, here we go. You work with a guy named Uncle Al at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. It's night because you are working as a night guard. Time for 5 nights with Uncle Al. You're working with a guy named Uncle Al at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Palace. It's night because you're working as a night guard. Time for 5 nights at Uncle Al. As you settle in the control room, Uncle Al leans back in his chair, worn out, Freddy Fazbear plush resting on his lap.
All right, kid. Let's go through the drill. You know the rules. Cameras are your eyes and the doors are your teeth.
That would caught me off guard for some reason. I don't know why they caught me off guard. Let me tell you right now. Cameras are your eyes. Doors are your teeth. He taps the screen, pointing at the camera feed. Keep an eye on them, especially the backstage. Okay. But what do you mean about teeth? What is that? What does that mean? Teeth, huh? You see, now pay attention. The animatronics, they roam at night. Safety protocols are off, so they're free to move. Gotta keep them in check. He leans forward, his eyes scanning the camera feeds. And there moves in the hall, you close the doors. Yeah, okay. But what do you mean by the doors are your teeth? What does that mean? Uncle Al turns to you, his eyes narrowing as he speaks. Teeth! Kid! They're what you use to bite back. If someone gets too close, you slam the door shut. It's the only defense you got against them. Okay, you know, that does make sense. He taps the control panel, the doors on the screen closing and opening in response. These doors, they're your last line. Keep them and yourself safe. Got it? He leans back, his expression serious. So, you're going to be here too. So if you know so much, why don't you do it? Why am I doing this? Kid, I'm the overseer, the one who keeps an eye on the big picture. His eyes drifting back to the camera feeds. I'm here to guide, not do your job. Besides, 2 sets of eyes are better than 1. You'll learn the ropes, and before you know it, you'll be the one training the next guard. Okay. Uncle Al stands up, his chair rolling back slightly. Now let's get you set up, he says, walking over a small desk against the wall, grabs a walkie-talkie and tosses it to you. Keep this on you. If you need help, you call me. I'll be back, making sure our furry friends don't misbehave. Okay. Be back soon, please. It's like how teeth are the shield for my throat. I don't like that. You catch the walkie-talkie mid-air, the plastic casing cool to the touch. Uncle Al nods, a half smile. Don't worry, kid. I won't leave you hanging out to dry. He turns and walks towards the door, pausing briefly. Remember, keep your eyes on the camera and your teeth ready. Notch just getting started. Why my teeth? Why my teeth? Why? Uncle Al stops, turning to face you with a perplexed look. What do you mean, why your teeth? It's just an expression, you know, like keep your wits about you, keep your guard up. It's just a way of saying be prepared, be ready to defend yourself. He shakes his head slightly, as if the question doesn't quite compute. Here, I'm gonna pull up some spooky ambience real quick. Oh, that's a good one. Let me just find spooky FNAF ambience. 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours would be good. I think that should be enough. Maybe. Yeah, that should probably be good. Someone said, I love to fall asleep to this. Let's see if I can turn up a bit louder. This better not have like a jump scare randomly. This better not, or I'm going to scream if this has a jump scare in it. It's supposed. I'm looking in the comments. Just hold on. I'm gonna look in the comments. Hold on. Imagine waking up in your room at night. I enjoyed the ambience. I'm letting this play in my room. This is calming. No one's saying it's scary. No one's saying there are any jump scares, so... Okay. All right. Let's begin our 5 nights at Uncle Al's. Ah, I see. You respond holding the walkie-talkie, the static buzz filling the room. Ha. Got it. Teeth ready. You settle in your chair, the control panel's buttons and switches now feeling like an old friend. Uncle Al nods, gives you the thumbs up, and exits the room, door clicking behind him. You see Uncle Al appear on your cameras near the animatronics. Animatronics, you don't need to learn how to spell that. I fell asleep watching someone play FNAF the other day. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yes, you can do it. That's crazy. That's crazy. You watch as Uncle Al moves briskly through the darkened corridors, his figure briefly illuminated by the dim security lights. He disappears into the backstage area, the same place he warns you to keep an eye on. The camera feeds flicker, showing the lifeless forms of the animatronics in their designated place. I'm going to say look away for just a second and look back. You blink. you just blink. Just a little blink. And when your eyes focus back on the camera feed, something has changed. The animatronics are no longer in their designated spots. The Chica doll is now in the kitchen, her beak wide open as if she's singing her pizza-themed tune. The Bonnie doll is in the dining area, bow tie askew, as if it had just taken a tumble. Yeah, I'm gonna call Uncle Al real quick. Just gonna call Uncle Al real quick. You press the talk button on the walkie-talkie, your voice crackling through the static. Uncle Al? The animatronics are moving. Chica's in the kitchen. Bonnie's in the diving room. Over. You release the button, awaiting the response. The walkie-talkie crackles to life, Uncle Al's voice breaking through. All right, kid. Stay calm. That's just the start of it. The start? You lean forward in your chair with your grip tightening. The start of what, Uncle Al? You ask, your voice barely above a whisper. The control panel's buttons seem to blur together as you scan the camera feeds, eyes darting between the kitchen and the dining area. The walkie-talkie crackles again, Uncle Al's voice steady and reassuring. Just keep an eye on them, kid. What a handy man, he's off fixing the kitchen camera. I guess that's what he did. Uncle Al fixed the kitchen camera. That's why it's working now. You hear the squeal of a microphone feedback. Then Uncle Al's voice comes through clearer. Listen, they're testing you. Let them move around a bit. Just keep your cameras on them. The static fills the room again as you watch Chica tilting her head, her beak clicking open and close in a jerky rhythm. Bonnie, meanwhile, seems to be investigating the table. Bow tie still askew. This is actually creeping me out, and I hate that it is, because it just means I'm a little tiny baby boy. That's all. I hate that this is actually scaring me, kind of. I don't like that. You release the talk button, your eyes flicking between the screens. Suddenly, a figure darts across the left camera feed. Foxy, the pirate animatronic, is making a beeline for the East Hall. You quickly close the nearest door, sealing off the area. The thump of Foxy's body against the door echoes through the control room. You hear Uncle Al's voice over the walkie-talkie. Good, kid. What do you mean, good? My teeth are being attacked. I mean the door. It's scary because it actually sounds like a FNAF game. You jump in your seat, the walkie-talkie slipping from your grasp, the static now a harsh buzz in the sudden silence. Uncle Al's voice comes through again, stern this time. Listen, kid, you gotta keep your head. They're testing you, remember? If you panic, you make mistakes. The control panel's buttons seem to glow on your fingers as you quickly scan the camera feed, your heart pounding in your chest. They moved. Your jimmies are rustling. You glance back at the screens, your breath catches in your throat. Chica's no longer in the kitchen. Bonnie is still in the dining area, but is now joined by Freddy, the brown bear animatronic standing stiffly beside it. You quickly check the backstage camera, your eyes winding as you see Chica with her beak wide opening, marching towards the West Hall. Can you just come back already? Freddy, my beloved. No. Uncle Al's voice comes through the walkie-talkie, firm but not unkind. He's very kind. Not yet, kid. You're doing fine. Just stay focused. Remember, you've got this. You're the teeth. You're the teeth. Remember this, kid. You're the teeth. And they're the gums. Remember, in life, sometimes you're the teeth and sometimes you're the gums. Today, you're the teeth. The walkie-talkie goes silent for a moment before Uncle Al speaks again. Now, let's deal with Chica. She's heading your way. You know what to do. I need to stop my gums? You lift the walkie-talkie to your lips, your thumb hovering over the talk button. You take a deep breath, trying to steady your nerves. All right, Uncle Al. I'm gonna close the doors on Chica, but what about Freddy and Bonnie in the dining area? The walkie-talkie crackles, Uncle Al's voice calm and collected. Leave them be for now. Keep your focus on Chica. What is Uncle Al doing? That's the question. You watch as Chica continues her march towards the West Hall, her beak snapping open and closed in a rhythm that seems to mimic a song. You scan the control panel, your fingers hovering over the buttons that control the doors. All right, kid, Uncle Al says over the walkie-talkie. Timing is here, kid. It's key here. You want to close the doors just as she reaches them. Don't be too early. Don't be too late. You nod, even though Uncle Al can't see you. And take a deep breath. You focus on Chica's movements, her beak opening and closing in that eerie rhythm. Time your press on the door button with her approach. As Chica's foot? Sorry, I didn't mean to pause on that weirdly. Sorry. As Chica's foot touches the threshold, you slam the door shut. Sorry, I didn't like the thought. I had an immediate thought of someone clipping that, and it's just me staring at the screen going, Chica's foot? I didn't want that clip to be made. You slam the door shut. The control panel buzzes with the action, and the camera feed shows Chica's frustrated beak clacking against the door. I think EX is in here right now, so EX is usually the one that's making the clip, so I think I'm okay. I think I made it out without the Chica's foot clip being made. I think we're good. Not to mention a bunch of people had ads at the same time, so that means I might have gone out scot-free. It might not make it to the Beat Awards. I think I'm good. I think I win. Okay. You breathe a sigh of relief. Chica's gone. Chica's gone. For those of you who are coming back from ads, Chica is gone. You breathe a sigh of relief. You look back at the camera and see something. It looks like Uncle Al is in the dining room. You squint at the screen, the figure in the dining area blurring slightly as you lean in for a closer look. The walkie-talkie crackles to life, Uncle Al's voice coming through clear. Kid, do you see me? You press the talk button. Yeah, I see you. Ah, crap. Bot clipped it. Ah, crap. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Just double checking the wiring, Uncle Al responds, his voice echoing slightly through the walkie-talkie. These old machines need TLC, you know. Don't want to have any surprises during the show. He steps into view, his flashlight casting a beam across the faded checkered floor of the dining area. Freddy and Bonnie stand motionless beside him, their eyes glinting in the light. Uncle Al walks up to Freddy and kisses him on the cheek. That's the scariest part of it all. You thought you could escape the clip. Is it okay? I'm gonna click it. I need to know if it's that bad. I just need to see. Hold on 1 second. Button with her approach. Is Chica's foot? Gosh, I look like I'm like looking at it. I'm like, Chica's foot? What? Chica's foot? You blink and stunned. Uncle Al, what are you doing? You ask, your voice barely above a whisper. The walkie-talkie crackles, Uncle Al's voice coming through. Just a little reminder to our friend here that he should stay put. He steps back, looking directly at the camera, his expression serious. You are scared of Uncle Al now. Stay put, kid. Keep your eyes on the camera. This is your job now. Uncle Al's voice is firm, his gaze unwavering. You swallow hard, your finger gripping the walkie-talkie. The control panel's buttons blur together as you watch Uncle Al walk back into the shadows, leaving Freddy and Bonnie behind. You hear Uncle Al's voice coming through. Don't forget to check the vents, kid, for imposters. They like to play hide and seek sometimes. You swallow hard, your eyes scanning the camera feeds, now including the ventilation system. We've moved to FNAF 2 rules. The dimly lit tunnels seem to stretch out endlessly, the shadows playing tricks on your eyes. You squint at the screen trying to make out any movement. You don't see anyone anymore. You release the talk button, the static filling the room as you try to focus on the vents. The camera feeds show nothing but darkness and an occasional flicker of movement that could just be your imagination. You take a deep breath, trying to settle your nerves. Suddenly, a low hum fills the control room. You look at the control panel. The lights are blinking in a strange pattern. The hum grows louder. The control panel's light flicker more rapidly, casting an eerie strobe effect on the room. You squint at the screens, the static on the camera feeds growing worse, obscuring your view of the animatronics. The walkie-talkie crackles, Uncle Al's voice coming through urgent and tense. Kids, what's happening? The power's going haywire. I don't know. I didn't do anything. You grip it, heart pounding in your chest. Uncle Al, the power's freaking out. I can't see anything. You shout, the static now drowning out your voice. The hum in the control room intensifies, the strobe-like pattern flickering, disorienting you. You try to focus, but the static is overwhelming. You blink rapidly, trying to clear your vision. The control panel buttons seem to dance under your fingers. As you attempt to stabilize the power, then press a sequence of buttons hoping to override the malfunction, the hum in the room reaching a deafening pitch, then suddenly cuts out, leaving only the crackle of static from the walkie-talkie. You let out a shaky breath, your eyes adjusting to the sudden silence. There is no more power. Oh, thank you for the 5 bits. Appreciate that. You are plunged into darkness, the control room illuminated only by the faint glow of the emergency lights. You can barely make out the shapes on the screens, now displaying only snow and static. Your breath hitches in your chest as you realize you are completely blind to the animatronics' movements. You press the talk button on your walkie-talkie. Uncle Al? I can't see anything. The walkie-talkie with Uncle Al's voice coming through. Kid, listen up. Power's out, but you're not defenseless. You've got your ears now. Thank God you got them back. Ever since I was thinking about cutting them off beforehand, thought it'd be too easy for you. Luckily I didn't. Listen for their movements. And remember, your teeth are still there. Use them. You nod in the darkness, your heart pounding your chest. You take a deep breath, trying to steady your nerves. You realize staying in one place would mean they know where you are and you don't know where they are. You walk slowly out of the room with your teeth. In the darkness, you feel your way along the wall, the walkie-talkie clutched in one hand. You make your way to the door, the faint glow of the emergency lights guiding your path. Your footsteps echo in the suddenly vast and unfamiliar place, each step a testament to your heightened senses. You reach the door, your hands searching for the handle. You open the door and enter the hallway. Uncle Al, you say in the walkie-talkie. No response. Yeah, this is just night one. No problem at all. They're just testing me. The silence in the walkie-talkie is deafening. You take a deep breath, the cool air of the hallway filling your lungs. Your eyes adjust to the dim emergency lights, casting long dancing shadows next to the corridor. You take a tentative step forward, the soles of your shoes squeaking softly on the floor. You listen intently, the sound of your heartbeat pounding in your ears. You hear the sound of chewing. You freeze, the sound of chewing echoing through the hallway. It's a slow, methodical crunch, like metal grinding on metal. You strain your ears trying to pinpoint the direction. It seems to be coming from the dining area. You take a cautious step towards the sound, your breath catching in your throat. The sound grows louder and more insistent, accompanied by a low, rhythmic thumping like heavy footsteps. Your heart pounds in your chest as you inch closer to the dining area, the walkie-talkie still clutched in your hands. The chewing sound stops for a moment. There's only silence. Then the thumping resumes, faster and more urgent. Something is approaching. I'm gonna hide under a table. Hide under a table. You quickly scan the dining area, your eyes adjusting to the dim light. You spot a table with the checkered tablecloth slightly askew. You dart towards it, crouching down, pulling a tablecloth over yourself, concealing your presence. The thumping grows louder and more insistent. You hold your breath, heart pounding in your chest. Suddenly, silence. Why am I getting scared of the story? Like the story's gonna jump scare me. Like all of a sudden Freddy Fazbear is gonna appear on my screen and freak me out. The thumping sound stops abruptly, leaving only the faint hum of the emergency lights. You hear a low grating sound like metal scraping against metal. You risk a peek from beneath the tablecloth, your eyes scanning the darkness. You see a figure tall and lumbering standing in the middle of the dining area. It's Freddy. His eyes glinting in the dim light, his mouth open wide in an eerie grin. Next to him is Uncle Al. You see him on the ground, crouched over something. It's Bonnie. He's eating Bonnie. Your eyes widen in horror as you watch Uncle Al, his figure illuminated by the dim emergency lights, hunched over Bonnie. The animatronic stuffing spills onto the floor, a gruesome sight that sends shivers down your spine. Uncle Al looks up, his eyes meeting yours. A slow, disturbing smile spreads across his face, his teeth stained with the remnants of Bonnie's stuffing.
kid.
The stuffing, for some reason, looks red and dripping with some kind of liquid. Uncle Al stands up slowly, his grin never wavering. "You found me," he says, his voice low, gravelly murmur. He takes a step forward towards you, Freddy following closely from behind. "You did well, kid. Very well." He reaches out a hand, beckoning you to come out from under the table. "Come on, kid. No need to hide anymore. We're all friends here." You stay silent, your breath held captive in your chest. The walkie-talkie clutches a lifeline. Freddy looms over Uncle Al, his body seeming to sway gently, a grotesque parody of a dance. Uncle Al takes another step forward, his smile never fading. "Come on, kid. Don't be shy. We got a lot to talk about." Slowly extend hand. You cautiously extend your hand from beneath the tablecloth, your fingers reaching for the walkie-talkie, the device still clutched in your grasp, a small beacon of hope in the midst of a nightmare. Uncle Al's eyes flick to the walkie-talkie, a brief flash of concern crossing his face, before he quickly schools his expression. "That's not necessary, kid. The only person you could talk to on that is me. You don't have access to the outside world anymore. You're staying here with me." You freeze, your hand hovering in midair, the walkie-talkie still few inches away from your grasp. The reality of Uncle Al's words hits you like a physical blow. You're trapped with no way to call for help. You swallow hard, trying to moisten your suddenly dry mouth. Well, that's always my first concern, is my teeth and my gums, whether or not they're properly moistened at a time like this. "What do you mean, staying here with you?" you ask, your voice barely above a whisper. Uncle Al's smile widens, his eyes glimmering with a manic intensity. "Just what I said, kid. You're gonna stay here with me where it's safe." Takes another step forward, Freddy mimicking his movements. The animatronic's eyes seem to follow your every move, eyes wide in a grin, never wavering. "You see, kid, the animatronics, they're not like they used to be. They've changed. They need more to keep going, more than just power." He glances at Freddy, his smile never fading. "But you, kid, you're special. You're smart. You're quick. You're the perfect companion." He reaches out, his hand inching closer to your extended one. "Come on, kid. Get close to your new friend, Freddy. He really loves you," says Uncle Al. You hesitate, your heart pounding in your chest. Freddy's eyes seem to bore into you, his grin unnervingly wide. Uncle Al's hand is inches away from yours, his smile never faltering. You take a deep breath, trying to steel yourself for what comes next. You reach out, your fingers brushing against Uncle Al's. As soon as your hand touches his, Freddy lunges. He takes everything from you. You are no longer just you. You are Freddy, and Freddy is you. The end. After story. You feel a searing pain as Freddy's jaws clamp down on your arm, tearing through flesh and bone. The world goes dark for a moment, and when your vision clears, You're looking out at the control room from Freddy's eyes. The animatronic's body moves on its own, guided by primal instinct you try but can't control. You try to scream, but all that comes out is a static-filled hum. Uncle Al walks over to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. There you go, kid, he says with a satisfied smile on his face. Now you're one of us. Welcome to the family. He turns to Freddy, patting the animatronic on the shoulder. Good job, buddy. You did well. Freddy's jaws clamp down tighter, the pain radiating through your body. I would say, and the moral of the story is, but I think we know what the moral of the story is. You don't hang out with Uncle Al. This seems like a good time for... Okay, I'm gonna end the story there, but just... If you would give me the ability to do this, I beg of you, please let me bring Markiplier in here to save me and beat up Uncle Al. Can I just get Markiplier in here? Like, that's all I needed. I just need Markiplier. No, you're not allowed. I'm gonna let you all decide in a poll. Can Markiplier save me? Yes, save him. No, let this end. New story. I'm gonna let you decide. Now while you vote on that, that was incredible. That was really good. That was really, really good. That was exactly what kind of horrid, creepy AI Dungeons tale I wanted. That is exactly it. We had Uncle Al in the Wienermobile, running, screaming, exploding against giant Pikmin. Not super scary, but tragic. It really tugged at your heartstrings. Then we had the story of me turning into a jellyfish. That was weird. That was just weird. But this one actually made me feel a little freaked, a little disturbed, a little weirded out. I like it. I like it. You need to change the music before I go insane. Okay, I got you. How's that? Is that any better? The Wienermobile was better. All right, no, I can do it. I can save it. Okay, hold on. I need a... But then Markiplier reveals himself from the corner of the room. He's here to save you. Markiplier! You, now trapped within Freddy's body, see Markiplier appear from the shadows, his eyes wide and wild. He lets out a scream, a guttural sound that sends a shiver down your metal spine. Uncle Al, what have you done? Markiplier's voice echoes through the control room, his gaze darting between Uncle Al and Freddy. You. Markiplier's scream seems to shake the very foundations of the pizzeria. Uncle Al turns to face him, his smile fading for the first time. Mark, he says, laced with uneasy tension, you shouldn't be here. Markiplier takes a step forward, his hands clenched into his fists. You're right, I shouldn't be here. Markiplier's eyes narrow, a fire burning in them. But I am, and I'm not leaving without him. He jabs a finger at Freddy. Just one! That's how much power he has. He can save me with one finger. Uncle Al takes a step back, his hands raised in a placating gesture. Now, Mark, don't be hasty. This isn't what it looks like. Markiplier's lips curls into a snarl. Really? He flicks Uncle Al with one finger and sends him soaring across the room. I understand the teeth. He was talking about the bite of 87. Markiplier wastes no time, his anger palpable as he advances on Freddy. On you. Your mechanical body shifts. The instinct to defend yourself is kicking in. Markiplier dodged your first swipe, his agility unexpected. He lands a punch to your metal chest, the impact resonating through your body. You're not gonna hurt anybody else. Markiplier growls, his voice filled with determination. Like Undertale. Determination. You feel a sense of determination, a strange new sensation within your mechanical form. It's not yours, but it's also not foreign. It's like a spark igniting something deep within you. You lash out at Markiplier, with your metal arm moving with the speed and precision you didn't know you had. Markiplier jumps back, barely dodging your strike. Now, Atro, I know you don't have control. I'll save you by dismantling that wretched mechanized body. You watch as Markiplier dashes around the room, his movements swift and calculated. He grabs a nearby chair, using it to block your next attack. The chair splinters under the force of your strike. Markiplier quickly discarding it and drawing a nearby toolbox. He rummages through it, pulling out a wrench and a screwdriver. Markiplier lunges at you with a wrench held high, bringing it down on his arm, prying it open. You feel the impact, the wrench's teeth biting into your metal frame. You try to resist, but Markiplier's determination is unyielding. He wedges the screwdriver into a seam, leveraging it open. Sparks fly as he works, the sound of metal on metal, grating and discordant. Oh no, I needed something. Wait, one second. Yeah, I'll take that for now. You feel the panel on your arm give way, a section of your metal casing clattering on the floor. Markiplier doesn't pause, his movements relentless as he attacks another seam. I'm sorry, Andrew. He pants, his voice barely audible over the sound of his work, but I can't let this thing keep you. I have to get you out. Another panel falls away, revealing the inner workings of your mechanical body. Suddenly, Slender Man appears with the goat from Goat Simulator. As Markiplier continues his desperate attempt to dismantle Freddy's mechanical body, a sudden chill sweeps the room. The temperature drops, an eerie, otherworldly silence falls on the pizzeria. The control room's emergency lights flicker, casting elongated shadows. Markiplier freezes, his wrench still raised, his eyes darting around the room in alarm. So, it's come to this. Every game I've played coming back to haunt me. On Halloween. Can't say I didn't expect it, says Markiplier, famous YouTuber. In the early silence, a figure of Slender Man materializes from the shadows, his tall, thin form blending into the darkness. His suit seems to absorb the dim light, leaving only his pale face and those haunting empty eyes visible. Behind him, the goat from Goat Simulator appears, its bleeding echoing through the Markiplier control room. Markiplier swallows hard, his eyes wide with fear and disbelief. Markiplier. Back away! I must save Andrew! What's another game he's famous for? Someone help me, chat. Markiplier steps back, his eyes never leaving the towering figure of Slender Man. He raises the wrench defensively, but it feels like a futile gesture. What do you want? Markiplier asks, his voice barely above a whisper. Slender Man tilts his head, eyes gleaming. We've come to collect. Then, Octodad appears. We want all the... We want payment for all the fame and fortune we gave you, Mark. having a hard time thinking about whatever that means. Markiplier's eyes widen in shock as Octodad, the eccentric cephalopod, appears in another corner of the room. Octodad. Markiplier stammers, his wrench slipping from its grasp, clattering to the floor. What are you doing here? We want our payment, Markiplier. You hear Markiplier's wrench hit the floor, and you seize the opportunity. Your mechanical body lunges at Markiplier, but he's quick to react, dodging your attack and scrambling to pick up the dropped wrench. He turns to face you, wrench raised, but hesitates as Octodad and Slender Man close in. Well. Looks like you've got no chance. Whoa! Scared me. It's the Halloweek night. I guess everything's supposed to be a little spooky. Justin, how are you doing? Welcome in. Markiplier is facing off against Freddy Fazbear, Octodad, the goat from Ghost Simulator, Slender Man,
Happy Halloweek.
and Uncle Al. Thank you, Justin, for the tier 3 resub for 55 freaking months, dude. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for all the support you have shown Beta 64. All of you, all the support you have shown Beta 64 throughout the years. I feel very confident the relaunch is happening this year. I'm feeling very confident. Assuming that the entire house doesn't fall into a sinkhole, I feel like pretty confident. Justin, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Y'all been so generous. Thank you. Now, can these 5 gifted subs save Markiplier from the wrath of video games? That's the question. And I also want to know what you played, Justin, if that's okay with you. If you would allow me to ask such a personal question, what were you playing this evening? You, trapped within Freddy's bodies, watches Markiplier struggles with the sudden appearance of Slender Man, the goat, and Octodad. Uncle Al steps out of the shadows, a cruel smile on his face. Looks like you've got no chance, Mark. He chuckles with a low, menacing sound that seems to echo. You should have stayed out of this, kid. Factorio. I've heard really good things about that. I need to play Satisfactory again. Markiplier's eyes dart between you, Uncle Al, Slenderman, the goat, and Octodad. The YouTuber lets out a shaky breath. His grip tightens on the wrench. I won't give up, Andrew, he says, voice filled with resolve. I'll save you, no matter what. He takes a deep breath, steeling himself for whatever comes next. Out of nowhere, the only people who could save him appear. Good to see you again, Mark, says the Game Grumps. Dan and Aaron, the Game Grumps, materialize out of thin air. Their cartoonish form standing in stark they're the cartoon versions. Cartoonish form standing in stark contrast to the nightmare unfolding in the control room. Dan is wearing his signature red hat, and while Aaron wears his usual blue shirt now adorned with a cape, giving him a super light hero-like appearance. About time you two showed up, Uncle Al mutters, smile fading as the new arrivals. Let me try to get an image of that. Let me see if I can get a good image of that. Let's see what happens. 1.0 Satisfactory is really good. It kind of does look like him. Yeah, hold on. It kind of does. Dude, we're gonna come back from ads and people are gonna look. It's Markiplier, Aaron Hansen, and there's Dan Avedon, the ghost, the ghostly specter with huge abs. Of course, yes, and red eyes. You know Dan Avedon with the ghostly specter. It's Super Markiplier. It's Super Markiplier. God, it's so good. Can this make images of you? I mean, I can pretend that's me. I can pretend, but I don't know if it knows who Beta 64 is. I don't know. I'll find out at the end. As soon as Markiplier saves my life. The Game Grumps and Markiplier easily overtake the video game characters that had materialized. Whoa, I didn't mean to show an image. Okay. Yeah, that's them. That's the Game Grumps. You know them. Let me go here. That's them. It's the classic Game Grumps. The Game Grumps and Mark easily defeat everyone. Easily. Dan, the taller, more stoic of the duo, steps forward, his eyes narrowing as he takes in the scene. What's going on here, Mark? And who's this clown? He nods towards Uncle Al, his expression stern. Aaron, his voice filled with a signature comedic banter, chimes in. And what's with this Frankenstein monster over here? Oh, hey, Mark, Dan says, his demeanor suddenly lightening as he takes in the Markiplier situation. Looks like you've got a bit of a pickle here. Aaron nods in agreement. Yep, a real humdinger. Don't worry, buddy. We've got your back. Markiplier lets out a sigh of relief, a genuine smile, as he sees his friends. Thanks, guys. I could use a backup. Dan steps forward, stance wide, arms crossed. All right, so who do we need to take down first? Aaron smirks, rubbing his hands together. Let's start with the tall drink of water over there. I don't know who that is. I don't know who the tall drink of water is. What are they saying? Oh, it's just YouTuber speak. It's just YouTuber speak. You, trapped within Freddy's bodies, watch as Dan and Aaron approach Slender Man. Dan squares up the towering figure, arms crossed over his chest, expression unyielding. All right, buddy. You're up first. Aaron, meanwhile, circles around the side, a mischievous grin on his face. Yeah, you don't want any trouble from me, pal. All the video game characters run away. So funny. All that's left is Andrew, Mark, and Uncle Al with the Game Grumps chasing them. There's been an unfortunate lack of tendrils. That's true. We got to get tendrils back for sure. The control room is suddenly empty, the eerie silence replaced by the echoes of laughter and the distant sounds of the chase. You, still trapped within Freddy's body, watch as Markiplier lets out a shaky breath, his shoulders slumping in relief. He turns to you, his eyes filled with determination. All right, buddy, let's get you out of here. Markiplier approaches you, wrench clutched tightly in his hand. Not so fast! You can't do this, Mark! My life's work! Screams Uncle Al. I don't give a flip, says Markiplier as he punches Uncle Al and sends him to the moon. Markiplier sets the wrench aside and begins to pry open the panels on your mechanical body with his bare hands. Oh, wow, yeah, he's just that strong. You feel the metal give way under his touch, revealing more of your inner workings. Hold on, Andrew. I'm getting you out of there. Uncle Al, lying on the floor, picks himself up and dusts off his clothes. Uncle Al turns into a jellyfish. He does work out? Markiplier does work out? Really? As Uncle Al stands up, he begins to transform. His limbs stretch and contort, his body morphing into a translucent jellyfish-like form. Tendrils sprout from his back, their tips glowing with faint ethereal light. He floats off the ground, eyes wide and wild, laughter echoing. You can't escape me, Markiplier! Oh. But Oh no, I can't. But Andrew can. He screams. You lunge at the jellyfish. You, trapped within Freddy's body, seize the opportunity to distract Uncle Al. You lunge at the jellyfish-like figure, your mechanical arm swinging towards him. Uncle Al, still in mid-transformation, is caught off guard. He quickly tries to dodge, but your arms connect with his form, sending him crashing the control panel. What now, jerk? You watch as Uncle Al's jellyfish form rise in pain, his tendrils twitching as he struggles to maintain hold of the control panel. Markiplier, undeterred by the transformation, continues his efforts to dismantle your body. Thanks for the assist, buddy, but I think it's time for us to finish this. Yeah, let's do our special move. The Mark Drew Spirit Bomb. Sorry, I'm just having a fan fiction right now. Markiplier, get ready! You shout with your mechanical voice echoing, on my count. 1, 2, 3! You and Markiplier synchronize your movement and both strike the same spot. A burst of energy erupts from the impact. A bright, swirling orb of light that envelops you both. The Mark Drew Spirit Bomb! You hit Uncle Al directly in the face. The Mark Drew Spear Bomb explodes in a burst of light and energy, sending Uncle Al's jellyfish form reeling. He's thrown across the room, his translucent body scattering and shattering glass upon impact on the wall. You're still trapped within Freddy. Feel a sudden urge of power, the Spirit Bomb's energy coursing through your veins. I can't control it! You scream. You go to Uncle Al and bite his head clean off. Markiplier watch in shock as you, trapped within Freddy's body, lunge at the disoriented Uncle Al and bite his head clean off. The jellyfish form collapses, dissolving in a pool of glowing, ethereal liquid. The control room falls silent. Only the sound of the dripping liquid as it seeps into the floor. Markiplier stares at you, eyes widening with disbelief. Andrew? We won! Markiplier's eyes well up with tears of relief and joy. His voice barely above a whisper. Yeah, buddy. We won! He reaches out his hand, gently touching the metal surface of your body. Now it's time to get you out of there. Markiplier resumes his work, his hands more tender now, movements careful and deliberate. You are saved.
Absolute cinema.
Thanks to Mark and the Bite of 87. As Markiplier continues to dismantle body, you feel a sense of peace. The Mark Drew Spirit Bomb and the Bite of 87 have done their job, and Uncle Al is no more. The control room is bathed in a soft glow of the emergency lights, the once ominous atmosphere now filled with a sense of calm. The end. We did it! We saved me! And that's the stream! That's the stream for you all tonight. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the story. Wait, what's the moral of the story? You're right. And the moral of the story is... with the defeat of Uncle... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait.
Peak Cinema Andrew, thank you for Peak.
Thank you, Comic Sans, for the 100 bits. Thank you, WarioWare Girl, for the 100 bits. Thank you, JJDB, for the raid. Thank you for the subs. Bot, thank you for the bit. Thank you, Pope, for the subs. It was incredible. It says, with the defeat of Uncle Al and the rescue of his friend Andrew, Markiplier has learned the importance of perseverance and the power of friendship. The animatronics, once a source of fear and danger, are now just empty shells. Their true form has been vanquished. We won the game. All right, here we go, folks. It's time for one last thing. I'm going to generate a picture of my face. Ray Ouija, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you. Incoming hype train. We have an incoming hype train. Let's see if we can get a picture of me. Andrew from Beta64, the YouTuber guy, sitting at a desk. Here we go. Let's see how close it can get. Let's see how close it can get. That looks absolutely nothing like me. That looks absolutely nothing like me. We can retry that. Now that's pretty close. At least that's how I used to look back in the day. That's how I used to look back in the olden days. It's Tom Holland again? Well, maybe I look like Tom Holland. Man, I used to look like that. It doesn't know I have long hair now. It doesn't know anymore. Sorry. Okay, we have quite a bit of submit for stream. But we're gonna do just a couple tonight. We're gonna start with whatever. Oh, I think this is real. This is from Ba. I think this might be real. This might be real. This is a premium jellyfish trap.
Goated stream tonight.
Thank you so much, WarioWare Girl. Thank you. So, you'll notice the N64 expansion pack. No jellyfish can resist licking that. No jellyfish can do that. Great for catching world-ending jellyfish in your basement. Irresistible bait.
Jellyfish trap, my beloved.
Thank you, Comic Sans. It's irresistible expansion pack bait and easy to set up. Prevent unnecessary light gun and monster form use. Saved my life when a giant Andrew jellyfish attacked Luigi's mansion because of a beta disc. I was able to prevent any losses and any use of NES zappers, which are very expensive. These traps saved my life. Dude, $64 to save your life? Not bad. That story's gonna go down in history. In history. Thank you, Ba, for sending that, and also for some reason sending a link to Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down. I don't know why you did that, and I clicked it, and it, okay. Let's just look at this one, and then I'll end the stream, because people have to get going for Betty Bye. Mods need to get to Betty Bye. But I definitely want to make sure you see this. Please enjoy.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
It's not scary at all, is it? It's not scary at all. That was from Poop. Jelly Drew. I guess that is the official name now. Jelly Drew. All right. I am going to go to Sleepyville. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to watch YouTube. I'm going to go watch YouTube. Now, before I leave, I'm going to take 3 sips of water. I'm also going to remind you that this stream was sponsored by Cheese Nips. Don't forget to contact your nearest politician. Try to get Cheese Nips back in America. If we could get that fixed by the end of this year, it would make me very happy, so be sure to contact your nearest congressman. Appreciate that. Good night, grandson. Well, you might not be able to sleep tonight because I'm going to be haunting your dreams all night because this is only the beginning of the spooky season. That's right, Halloweek continues tomorrow with Halloween wear. We are going to, for the first time, this is normally, we wear is like a winter week thing. This is the first time we're going to experience the spooky, horrific nature of the WiiWare experience. Games you've never heard from. I have scraped the bottom of the barrel, grabbed every single spooky, scary WiiWare game I could find. They're not going to actually be scary, okay? This is like, you're not ready. You're not ready. I don't know how to explain to you. This isn't going to be like jump scare, but it is going to be spooky. It is spooky themed. Lots of zombies, lots of skeletons, and a few ghosts. I've not played any of them, but just from the names and the title screen, I kind of have. I've already kind of figured out where we're going, and we're going to be going to a good place. So I hope to see you tomorrow, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope to see you.
You should be sitting up straight.
Okay, sorry. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I hope to see you Thursday, because that's going to be the pinnacle of Halloweek. We have the official kooky creepypasta creepy reading stream. But it's going to be funny. I read some of the most incredible creepypastas in the entire world. It's a bland. Thank you for showing up. Welcome in. Dude, this is perfect freaking timing, because I'm ending the stream. But that's why it's perfect timing, because now I can advertise you for the tomorrow stream. You are not ready for what is about to be put into your eyeballs. Your eyeballs are about ready to be just permanently etched with this image. That's right, Halloweek 2024. This is the spookiest, scariest week of the year. This music might not explain how creepy we got tonight with the horrid AI dungeon. Let's just say jellyfish. Let's just say Freddy Fazbear. Let's just say Markiplier. All came tonight. This VOD is going to be available on Twitch, like right after the stream, but you can also watch it on the archive channel, !archive. That is where it shall lie, which is youtube.com/beta64live. That was today, horrid AI dungeon. But tomorrow is Halloween, where I have scraped the bottom of the barrel to find the best, worst WiiWare Halloween themed games. What's up, Halloweeners? That's us. We're the Halloweeners. We just had a whole story about a Wienermobile too. That's going to be Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That's Wednesday. That's literally right there on the screen. This is why I make these graphics. Then Thursday, we are reading some of the most weird creepypastas that I can find. We're talking Hatsune Miku creepypastas. We're talking Phineas and Ferb creepypastas. I'm talking about previous years. One year, we did a Gangnam-style creepypasta reading where it is so crazy. If you're a Halloweener, you're not going to want to miss Thursday. You're going to want to be there. It's our 5th year in a row doing it. It is a fan favorite. It's a bland. Thank you for the raid. I assume you were playing Mario Party this evening. Chat, if you want to be cool, you're going to follow It's a Bland. If you want to be cool, you're going to follow It's a Bland. That's just all I'm going to say on the matter. That is just all I'm going to say on the matter. I hope to see you all for more streams this week. And, get your socks tied to like your shoulders. Like get a nice string tying to your shoulders, because they might get spooked right off your feet. They might get spooked completely off your feet at any given moment this week. You're not going to want to miss a thing. Just saying. You're not going to want to miss a thing. 7:30 p.m. Central Time on every one of those days. If you want to see the schedule, it's in twitch.tv/beta64/schedule, or you can join the Discord server, !Discord, which the link is discord.gg/beta64. That is all I've got for you. Thank you again. My socks have been nailed to the floor. Perfect. It's a Bland. Thank you for gifting a sub to the Halloweeners. Thank you so much. I've never been so grateful to both you and the Halloweeners. Thank you so much to every Halloweener in chat. I really appreciate you. Have a fan-freaking-tastic night. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the follows. I see you, Ruffles. I see you, Lucid. I see Alfonso. I see y'all. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the subs. Have a great freaking night. Chew.